Never mind.
Okay. It's a great way to start, Chase.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
never
I
mind.
was-
Never mind, we're not doing this.
I was telling that.
This is a dumb idea.
I had a story.
Okay, tell your
Tell
story.
your
Tell the
story.
story.
Tell
Well, it's a
story.
weird story.
Don't-
Then tell the story. It's the internet.
Forget the mics there. Just
Well,
talk.
it's not really like. I don't know. It's not that funny.
You
gotta
can't
be
start
there.
out a podcast awkwardly.
Okay, so like I guess so I was at the movies for my friend's birthday party, right?
Yeah.
We were watching Doctor Strange, but that's not important.
That's
So
a great movie.
I was sitting next to my friend Brennan, and in front of me was my friend John, and not
Hey,
you,
I went
John,
to,
different John.
I went to Doctor Strange and I was with my friend John.
Whoa,
You John
it's a lot of
Lady?
Johns.
I'm my only friend John, because there's no John that I
Don't
actually
put the
like.
mic in the
John Lady.
But so like I don't know how we got to it, but I was taking a sip from my drink, and my friend Brennan just turns to me and he goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "What?" Or I can't respond, but he goes, "Hey, my balls itch," out of nowhere, and I spat up my entire drink, and it got all in John's hair. He has like really long curly hair, and it was the funniest thing ever. I was laughing for a good like 20 minutes.
Okay, so you know the guy, what was his name, Wong? The librarian in that movie? Doesn't he
Yeah.
look
Oh,
so
yeah.
much like Riley?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Really?
If Riley had a better mustache.
Yeah. If Riley was not a
Riley doesn't
vintage
have a
apple.
mustache. He's
Well-
got the biggest baby face ever.
Okay,
No,
so
that's me.
He literally looks like a 3-year-old.
No, I like.
Yeah, he's like
I
Russell
do
from
shave,
Up.
but that's only because if I get even a slight amount of hair, it'll look wrong.
yeah,
Like I would look so wrong if I had any amount of facial hair.
Yeah.
We need to like take you one day just to pump you full of testosterone,
See,
just to see what happens.
I always got that
shave
dirty
like every
stash.
day because even the slightest amount of hair looks wrong. Like there's a little,
I'm like,
tiny little bit on
I'm
my
not
chin,
really
and it's
feeling
just
it.
wrong.
yeah.
So I'll let it grow out for a while, and then if my dirty stash goes nowhere, I'm just like, there. Whoop.
Oh, your hair?
Yeah.
The thing you randomly texted me the other day, I was like, oh, that was
No, that's different. I was talking about my stash.
Me
You
and
have
John are gonna
stash?
show up like your senior year to watch you play, and we're gonna like look down, and from like that far away, we're gonna notice that you don't have a mustache anymore. We're gonna like, dude, what's wrong?
I want to get
Throw
like.
it back.
I want to
There
grow
he
out my
is.
sides.
Get
and
His
get, like,
sideburns.
He's got a very
long
little.
sideburns. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Like
some
if someone
sideburns
was
going.
pencil drawing
My
you and they took an
freshman year, I
eraser,
had the chops
The
going,
chops.
like nothing here.
it was so messy.
It was so messy.
It was so messy.
I mean,
and
like-
it looked so wrong, and I still remember when you like got the buzz on top, and your whole head just flipped upside down.
Yep.
yeah, Judd, you're just
Yeah, there's
you have the most testosterone in this room.
I am fair.
there's some things that I'm like, yeah, that'd work. Like, everyone's staring at me.
It's because you're talking.
Yeah, you're.
But I mean, like,
I'm
some-
sorry that we're good
some
listeners.
mutton chops, going.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sorry
the
that I took a
Wolverine
class on how to
Yeah,
be a
get
good
those
listener.
chops
Nogans.
going.
It's not making eye contact.
and you gotta start saying
Blake's
bub or
Blake's,
bud.
Blake's rocking the little.
I know,
Well,
and it looks
shin.
terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Tell him for me. John says your whatever that goatee shit is looks like a fucking shit.
He doesn't
It's
look
really
right
funny
with it.
how much I stay away from your brother, but I talk to you like all the time, purely because you're in marching band. Like your brother, I never even make eye contact with him.
Blake's in a whole nother level. That's the thing.
Sure.
Well, I mean, like, a whole different level of, like, groups of friends.
What, okay, no,
Has he
confuses-
ascended
Maybe he's not confused, but everyone else is confused about it.
That's
I
how
don't
it was
know.
with
Are you-
me.
Are you saying that
That's
each
how-
other guys question their sexuality?
No, we're saying that everyone's questioning his sexuality.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Oh.
That was really funny, and I love that.
That everyone
Oh, and everyone
questioned
thought
your
you were gay except
sexuality?
for like me, Brendan, and Zach.
yeah,
I never thought you were gay.
yeah.
And
A lot of
Adam.
people did, but it was really
I
funny.
mean, I didn't know you until this year that well. 'Cause last year, it was really awkward, because I'm like, see? I kinda knew you.
I
And
mean,
I'm
you
like,
were at the cabin when Trevon jumped up in his bed and started sleeping with him.
yeah.
You were there.
First year was weird. I learned not to question anything,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I don't have the
The
authority
authority.
to say anything, or else I'm just gonna get a ton of shit from everyone.
No, you can question stuff.
Or get
It's
it
just
way
you'll
over.
get shit for it.
Well, I never got that because I was always too awkward to talk to anyone or even make eye contact with anyone who
That's
wasn't
how
in
it
my
worked.
grade.
at least in like new groups, I don't like to talk a lot, and then once I get to know people, I'm really the opposite.
See, I was
Me
already
too.
like everyone who I was friends with in marching band was in my section, and most of the time I would just like hang out with John. But then John started getting like the guts to go and talk to people, so I'm like, oh crap. And now,
I'm not ready for this.
I grew balls.
yeah. And then Alex started doing it. I'm like, I'm running out of people, and Hannah's always late. Oh god, oh god. And then like Noah started talking to me, and then like Austin kind of started talking to me a little bit, and I'm like, this is better. I have people to talk to, and I don't just look super lonely.
It's
Because
the
then I get terrified that like someone's gonna be like, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing is wrong. Everything's fine. It's not. I'm sorry.
See, the thing about Drumline is there's a clear tier list of people to talk to.
Dwayne's at the very bottom.
Riley's at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And then probably no, Justin's at the bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been in
and
the cabin
then
with both of them.
maybe
It's the worst experience ever.
maybe Riley and Dwayne tie. Because really, they're not that bad if you can get a conversation going. You can bear through them, but like Justin gets on my
Justin.
nerves, and I'm like,
I still want to burn his purple pants.
I want to start a fire with his weird headphones to light and burn his purple pants.
Yeah.
Since
And
middle
then
school.
put his phone on top.
See, like,
Wait, what's wrong with his phone?
there were some
He's always on
things like
Or his
He
fake ass bacon.
so like
I'm still angry about that. That's not
constantly
bacon.
set
What-
his
what
dot
is it?
He
wrong,
eats fucking turkey
and then
bacon.
it would look terrible because we're equal spacing, and then it's like huge spacing, and I'm like, dude, you gotta fix it. He's like, I'm at where my dot is, and I'm like, sometimes it's more important to be with your section
It's about the
than to
journey.
be
That's-
with your be at your dot. And he's like, well, I'm at my dot, and I'm like, you didn't just listen to what I said.
Fitting,
love
fitting the
Shelby's-
form is the most important thing.
Yeah.
I love Shelby's like definition to him of what to do in band. Peripherals.
Yeah, peripherals.
I don't have those. My glasses are too thick. See.
I
But-
can only see for Vaughn, and that's it.
But I don't know if,
Shelby's hilarious
if the
when
same
it's
is
your
true for
time.
you, and I'm sorry, this is really awkward for you because you're not in marching band.
It's
But-
fine.
I just stayed behind Amanda for my entire first year. Like, every single dot we set, I noted who was around me, and I was always right behind Amanda, so I just stayed behind Amanda for our entire first year, and I never knew where any of my dots were.
I had to be next to Cameron my entire first year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you're always 5 feet to the left of where you're supposed to be.
No. I would base myself off of Noah, which was after Cameron.
And Noah would, yeah, he was good.
Because
No.
Noah's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's
I can
always-
make shit up on the spot at least a little.
A little bit.
I
Stay
like that,
with
like,
drum
at the
line.
beginning of every
Done.
recording
There you
of
go.
the freshman year, you could always hear Monica go, Cameron, move! Just at the beginning of every single one. Just every single one.
So you guys gotta do marching band in college?
Yeah.
Probably not. That sounds very stressful.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're a freshman.
Oh yeah. You're not
4
think-
years.
You're not thinking that far. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Brickless.
Less
I
crying.
That's not really
That's
a
a good
resolution.
one.
That's more of a personal goal for life.
That's what a resolution is.
No,
Yeah, no, John, that's totally.
Nah, but
that's,
really, I want to like not be just bone, so I'm gonna start going to the gym.
Are you gonna?
Okay.
Well, okay. First, you have
Need
to start
protein?
eating
Get
like a
those
lot.
calf muscles.
those
I
Kramer
will send
calf
you the
muscles.
John diet, which is basically
Meat?
all red meat, gunpowder, and gasoline.
and a lot of
meat.
Yeah, it's how you grow beard.
yeah, you need a lot of that's a lot of
That
testosterone.
explains it.
Just drink gasoline.
Turkey
Yeah.
burger.
That's
Yeah, do
The
it.
kerosene is like gasoline light.
Yeah,
Tastes like moonshine.
John, I was
It's got less
I was
carbs
low-key
in it.
tempted to buy you some of Rhett's beard oil.
I would fucking love you if you bought me Rhett's beard oil.
you did. Yeah, some beard oil.
I don't.
My brother has some. He lets me borrow whatever.
Some people can rock the full
Uh.
beard, but it takes a certain person, and John is the perfect like.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
enough
Vessel
testosterone
for
for
Okay,
that.
I have to disagree with you. Have you seen the Jesus guy?
Oh yeah, Nathan.
Nathan Hines.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's amazing.
He's
He's
got
in
a
my
good
third
range.
hour.
He shaved it, didn't he?
Yeah, he
sold
shaved
his hair-
everything.
He sold his hair to charity, I believe.
Wait. He sold his beard?
Hair,
Like,
beard as well. He
That's-
shaved
all of it.
everything and sold.
That is awesome. That's got to be like your life goal to grow your beard long enough to donate it to charity.
He I'm not religious, but he's my God. I am Jesus on Tuesdays.
He looks
and
like
is my
God. He sounds like God. He is a God, and
Yeah.
he's got a great beard.
He was
And
a rap.
he's
He's
in
a
the
rap god.
robotics class at Votech, so he's officially my God.
That's like, yeah.
Yeah.
As,
You know
as
what
soon as I
annoys
saw him, I was walking next to Hannah. I'm like, look, Jesus, he lives again. And then I'm pretty sure he had like an Oscar the Grouch hat on at the time, and he's like, yeah.
I feel like Jesus would either affiliate himself with Oscar the Grouch or Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Why not both?
Why though?
Because Cookie Monster just brings joy,
I never
the
watched
world.
Sesame Street.
and Oscar the Grouch lives in a fucking
me
trash
neither.
can, and he's like one of the people
watched
like Gandhi.
Super Y.
Doesn't have a fancy house, has a fucking garbage can.
Dude, Super
He
Y
just-
was on
he's
the
got a
other
pet
day.
monkey.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, the message is be positive. You see that, Kev? I got it. And he's like, yeah, you sure did.
I missed the entire context for that conversation.
Oh, well, you guys mentioned Sesame Street,
And
and
I'm like,
Chase
I
was
never
like,
watched Sesame Street. I watched Super Y.
I watched
Watch
Bob the
Yes.
Builder.
You guys do realize he's younger. He's a youngin.
Yeah, I know. I watched
Sesame
Super
Street was
Y
kind of
for
bad
like
itself.
the last year I was allowed to watch that kind of TV.
I
I
watched.
vaguely remember Super Wild.
Garrett's family never let him watch SpongeBob.
Wait, what?
Well, that's good and
That
bad.
used to be his favorite show until like the end of 8th grade.
Yeah, I would watch SpongeBob like all the time. It was kind of a problem.
It was a problem. I laughed as soon as he said
My
that the
mom
first time I met
banned
him.
shows like regular show and Adventure Time until like the
That-
7th grade.
That is my uncle's
God,
like
so
favorite
good.
form of TV. Is that
And
kind
I'm
of
like,
cartoon?
come on,
Really?
Mom. She's like, no.
Andy?
Yeah.
Or
And now I
Ed?
watch like
Sorry.
BoJack Horseman.
Because I was
Has
about to say,
anyone
Ed
here
seems like
seen-
more of a
Has
Discovery
anyone here
Channel
seen BoJack Horseman?
Deadliest
It's
Catch.
such a good show.
No, that's also
It's
Andy.
such a good show. Has anyone here
No,
seen?
Andy is Dadliest Catch.
That's true, and he does have a kid, so all his dad jokes are now justified.
Yeah.
Has anyone here seen BoJack Horseman?
Yes.
I've heard of it.
Great show.
I've heard of it a lot.
All 4 seasons?
Only season 1. I just started the other day.
Okay.
And I binged the shit out of it.
It really
was
picks up
hilarious.
around season 3.
Okay. It was hilarious in season 1, so
Yeah.
it was great. I liked it.
Because it becomes way more serial as it goes on,
Oh, really?
but it keeps its humor.
Oh,
Rice
you got it.
Krispies.
Rice Krispie.
So,
Any other resolutions going back to that?
I don't have. I've never had a resolution, but I kind of
Resolutions.
have resolutions that aren't on New Year's, where sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna stick to it. And at the beginning of the school year, I'm like, I'm not gonna get stressed out about a single project. And I didn't, and my grades have stayed exactly the same. Probably because I do the same quality of work no matter how
I do
stressed
the
I
same
get.
thing.
Yeah.
Because then when I get really stressed, I get a case of what the Game Grumps like to call the fuckets.
Yeah.
Where you'll get really upset and stressed, and then you're like, wait, why am I upset and stressed? And then you just get like, fuck it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, except I never follow through.
Yeah.
Everything's half done.
Alright, Chase. This time, everything will go just as planned. And then it never goes as planned.
And then you
I'm
remember
like,
Netflix is
you
a
know
thing."
what? I don't even care.
I think that's my New Year's resolution,
And
to watch
then-
more Netflix.
I do care. And then I see
don't watch
stockpiles
Netflix
and I
very
get
much. Yeah.
really upset sometimes. And that's why I've been in a constant state of frustration for the past 4 months and I haven't been happy since.
Well, that took a
What?
turn. That took a big turn.
School.
Well, who else has a resolution?
Yeah, I have some.
Don't we all?
Her electric blanket and high.
So
Yeah,
nice.
God, I'm trying.
Austin,
And she's
remind me to
still-
talk to my brother about that camera, because it would be very interesting to see the video response to this kind of stuff.
I don't think podcasts have visuals.
Yeah, they do.
Some do.
No.
H3 podcasts
yeah,
have
they-
visual.
Yeah, some do,
NPR
but
podcasts have visual.
I prefer it not to.
Not
That
to,
was
okay.
more a reference to the Game Grumps, where it was like,
There's a YouTube
put up
that
Bergie.
has one.
And he was like, I don't think podcasts have
That's
visuals. And then followed by a
I watched
burger.
this one YouTuber with a mention of lamb chop. And I'm like, thing where you can listen to it, but an app where you can watch.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp?
Bandcamp.
Bandicam?
Fuck Bandcamp. Sucks.
For apps?
Hey, Bandcamp's
My
great.
least favorite part about Bandcamp
Just for
is
one day,
skip
when
night,
it's skit night.
'cause
And then it goes
At least
back
this
to being
year.
terrible.
No.
I was talking
Like,
about the
the
website.
good
Wait,
night
Chase,
is
did
when
you
I-
say the best part about band camp is
It's
skit,
skit
night?
night.
No, it's the worst part about
Best
band
part
camp.
of band camp skit night because
This-
we always win.
Oh yeah, if you're
So far, you have won every one. Yes.
yeah, because you were in your first year. You were in a
I
cabin
was
with
Ricky.
Brendan. Yeah, you were in a
I
band
was
in a
in a
cabin
cabin.
with
I
Brendan.
was in a cabin with
I think Michael forgot
Peter.
my name because
So
he
I
just
had
kept
to rap
calling
with
me
Monty
Ricky
in my
after
first
that.
year.
And I'm like, dude,
And
we're
I
in
was
the
a
same
tight man, but I was
section.
like, woohoo. And I was really fucking shy.
Yeah. Now I don't.
Last year,
We'll see.
you were in what cabin again? Oh yeah, you were in cabin with Alex and Noah, and you had the Lion King because you were Simba.
Yeah.
And I think Noah's
That
kind of.
was amazing.
Coach Doug.
Coach
I
Doug.
feel like Alex is technically the key to everything except for freshman year.
But he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Just so long as he's there.
Yeah, but he has like the most demographic that you could have that he doesn't go on the internet very often. And he doesn't play very many video games, so
All he does is music.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
cars.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like an old man.
Well, Aaron, do you want to bring up a topic that you can actually talk about?
Video games.
So video games, am I right?
Yeah. Dude, that Breath of the Wild.
Getting over it with what's his face.
Fucking Nintendo Switch.
I got
The
Odyssey.
The Nintendo Swii
I might
U.
like Zelda just a little bit.
See you.
I got Super Mario Odyssey.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
sweet. It's
I wanted that. I couldn't find it though because
I
I
got
got
it.
it right when it came out.
I
So
got
it
it
wasn't available.
on launch day of the Switch.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
bought it
find
in this huge pack of Breath of the Wild. And then I got this at the New York Nintendo store. This is going to be really confusing because we don't have visuals in the podcast. But
Well, I mean, Dave and Chuck the Freak did a segment on when the healthiest time to eat a banana is, and apparently it's when it's green and with the peel still on it.
We
So
can
I
test
believe
this.
I believe it was Chuck went into their lunchroom and grabbed a green banana and ate it with the peel still on, and I think he threw up after because it tasted so bad.
see, I'm being a huge fucking hypocrite right now because I told Kev, I said, who watched podcasts anymore? And now I'm in a
Who's left?
podcast.
And I'm sitting over here like I don't even watch podcasts. I listen to them with my eyes.
Something.
So,
man.
yeah, it's pretty.
Adam, have you ever played any of the Super Mario Galaxy games?
Yes.
I have. They're
Yes,
really good ones.
Odyssey is kind of like that.
I had
It's-
it. I got it for Christmas.
I have Odyssey
Have you
too,
played-
but like,
I've played a
Oh.
little bit. I've played up to World 3, I believe, and multiplayer for that is actually really good.
I got up
Which
to
one-
World
which
2,
one is
and then I
World
got
3? The
upset
Sand
that I
Kingdom?
couldn't go back.
I
and
thought
then
that's
I
what
upset
I
myself. So I'm like,
which one you go to, and I
fuck
go
it.
to World.
I don't even
Oh, yeah,
want
the
to
one
play
where you
anymore.
have to go to Santa Cruz.
Oh, I,
Yeah, I haven't gotten it for it.
See,
I went
no,
to Wood Kingdom first.
I
Because
made
I
it to the
didn't wanna
second
do
world, and then I was like, why
levels.
can't I go back and get all of the moons in the first world?
Yeah,
Wait,
this-
you
That's how I work. I jump from world to world, and then I'm like, fuck it. If I have to play through the entire game, what's the point? And I stop playing. And
Wait,
then
do you have to like? Can you not go back to
you
Worlds?
can't go back.
I haven't tried that yet, but there's been times where like in the water world, I went through a painting that let me go back to the Sand Kingdom.
Sometimes you can go back to Worlds if you do that, but
But
I
I was
have-
really
I
high up,
haven't
and if I jumped, I died. So
yeah,
I didn't mess with that.
I haven't
Have you played multiplayer?
played.
It's really
multiplayer
cool.
because
Player-
I'm a lonely shit. But
Player 2 plays with the hat. He plays with Cappy, and it's really fun because you can. It's got adds like a few mechanics. It's really cool.
So I was
That'd be
thinking
better
of getting
control.
back into shiny hunting on Pokemon. I used to be really into it. I have 2 shiny Rowlets.
I
By the
have
way.
a mint condition
It took forever.
metal Charizard card from McDonald's in 1999. If you want it.
I have Szechuan sauce from Rick and Morty. No.
This show that only intelligent people can watch.
Yeah, no. Rick and Morty fell off during its 3rd season.
It makes
Look-
me feel really dumb because I don't know where I can watch it.
Hulu.
I don't have my mom doesn't like Hulu.
AdultSwim.com.
Next time we hang out, I'll ask Bobby if
It's not that good. It's
Uh,
not
It's-
really worth it.
I can hook
I
up
only
my
watched the
the
pilot and it
Hulu
was
to my PS4
okay.
and we'll watch it.
The fans.
No,
First
the,
2 seasons
the
are
second season was good.
I like the first season more.
No, I like the what was the 4th episode of the second season where there was a bunch of like random parasites that like
Oh, yeah.
formed into one-off characters, and it was funny. 'cause
You remember that story?
there was a lot of visual gags, and I'm like, it's cool because it's like a Where's Waldo painting,
Yeah.
but in animation form.
My favorite one was trying
Except-
to find out where the fridge came from.
Except that scene with Sleepy Gary was really awkward. There was like a 3-minute long awkward gay scene between Jerry and Sleepy Gary.
I think that's the only episode I've watched.
You can
Because
watch them on YouTube.
It's a really
my
good
uncle
episode,
turned it on, and
but,
he's
like,
I want to watch
I
Rick and
couldn't-
Morty.
I couldn't
And he turned
watch
on
it.
that episode, and my aunt, that was the first time she'd seen it, and she just looked at him like, this is what you find to be good quality television?
That was a
and
good
I'm
episode.
like,
It wasn't a terrible episode.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever put in my eyes.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I've been enlightened.
I never said I didn't like it. I just said it was not a terrible episode.
I just like there's some Adult Swim shows that are better. Have you ever seen the show Super Jail?
Super Jail, Super
Sounds
Jail.
fun. Sounds familiar.
It was.
Is that the one with Brock Swanson?
No. No. It's Venture Brothers. Not even close.
I'm
Super
sorry,
Jail.
I don't watch
It was
TV.
the show, and it had a very crude art style, but it was I had watched it on my phone, and
Wasn't
it actually
the
had
Samurai
lasted,
Jack
I think,
reboot on Adult Swim?
Yes.
3
And it was
seasons.
amazing.
and it was
I've heard good
it
things
was
about
really
it, but
good because
I
it
haven't
had a
watched
crude
enough.
art, a very unique and crude art style, but it was like funny, and it had a lot of, I guess, well, it was very witty, and it was very underrated.
Super Jail. I'm trying to remember what this is now. Because what was the
It
show?
was very unpopular.
What was the name of the show where there was the fries, the meatball, and the...
Team
Aqua Teen
Aqua
Hunger
Hunger
Force.
Hunger.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Alright,
Aqua
yeah, that's
Teen
it.
Hunger Force?
Yeah, you know, I was sitting around when I was like 6, and that came on, and I was really confused, and I was like scared.
Yeah, me too. That was my reaction when I watched it. That's
I fucking love that.
Because
Yeah,
I didn't know what was going on, and I was really scared because I thought something happened to the team.
That was just me and any
Sheesh.
Adult
You can
Swim
see
show.
like little Chase going, Mom!
I mean that's not. I mean that's not the worst show to see.
It's really
An
not.
Adult
Yeah,
Swim.
no.
It's
There's
much worse.
What are we posting this on?
YouTube probably.
Aaron, you should draw like a picture for this. Like you don't have to do it right now, but you should draw a
Like they
picture
do on the
for this, and
Baited
you should
podcast
then
with
give it to me so that I can
Colossal is
scan
crazy.
it into my laptop for you guys to like put up, just as the only visual while all this is playing, just so it's not just a black background.
And you guys know. You guys.
I'm probably just gonna draw a dick and go with it.
You guys. You
That's
guys.
fine.
You guys know that I can edit this.
Yeah. well,
So I can. I'm
that's
gonna
why I
edit.
would email
I'm
it
going
you.
to edit this part out. Edit this part out.
No, don't edit this part out, because this gives them humanity to grab onto.
Yeah, that's the relatable part. This is
Yeah,
the
that's
only-
true.
Hashtag-
But edit it out.
Hashtag relatable.
We have no defining qualities. We need to get people into this.
Edit out.
Edit
the
it
part
out.
that says edit out.
Edit out the edit out that says Adam saying edit out, that has Austin saying edit out.
Delete the whole podcast.
Control Alt Delete. Go back. Shift Z. Whatever the back button is. Oh my god.
Control
task.
Control Shift Escape to bring up Task
So-
Manager. The thing
That's
that.
Control Delete.
Excuse me. did you
Control
say-
Shift Escape is way better than Control Alt Delete
I
because
have a
Control Alt Delete
question.
brings up other things. Current computers.
I have a
Like
question.
Windows
my
7.
computer's right.
Chase has a
Nice.
question.
Does anyone actually really like country music?
Yes.
No.
Dude, I'm
Actually-
gonna go get all my
actually,
Johnny Cash
some-
albums right
I know,
now.
alright.
Johnny
I
Cash
can't-
is
alright,
more than
alright.
country music.
Alright, you
Alright,
just
alright,
started a
alright.
whole debate here. My
Johnny
girlfriend
Cash is
loves
more than country
My
music.
cousin, Lefty Frizzell, is possibly one of the not quite best known, but he's a good fucking country singer.
Excuse me, did you just tell me that you have a cousin named Lefty?
Lefty Frizzell.
And I've known you for how many years?
I'm not-
6.
And I've never heard about a man named
I'm
Lefty.
sorry.
Lefty Frizzell.
I
He's
just
currently
I can't
dead.
get into country music, and I struggle to find people who can.
Okay.
Look up the song Lefty Frizzell, Saginaw, Michigan. It is an amazing song. It's not quite country, it's more rockabilly, but
Well, I
still.
think you're a little biased.
I'm gonna let Aaron talk, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna bust
Quite
a
in.
little biased.
The
but
question
still.
is it older country music or newer country music?
Newer country music fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. But some older country is
Well,
very
yeah.
good.
I can say 100%
It all depends on what
with
you
a straight
consider country
face
is.
that every country song I've ever heard while Hannah is in the room, she's known every word to. And
That makes me so proud!
it makes me really sad because it just means that my girlfriend has a really poor taste in music.
Wow.
Because it's always really, really bad.
Wait, like what songs?
I have no idea. It's country. How would I know the name?
The bluegrass is
You don't know who Alice
exciting.
Cooper is. Why am I asking you?
See,
It was
the thing was when Austin was like, "Yeah, we'll do a, the metal band and we'll do metal cover songs." I was like, "Yeah, but I listen to alt."
Yeah, I was
So,
like,
like-
that's why I'm like,
This is a little
I
out
don't
of
we got
my
an
zone.
alternative rock drummer
This is
in a
coming
metal
from
band.
the
I
people
don't
who listen
think.
to NSP.
I listen to more
I
jazz
listen,
than
I
rock.
listen to
so-
alt rock.
Nice.
I would probably.
I listen to
Yeah,
alt
jazz.
rock,
Fuck that
so like,
movie.
Jazz for your soul.
I don't know. I can play the drums though, so does it really matter?
I could probably play the heavy metal drums. It's just going.
Yeah, I mean that's
As
metal.
your
That's
glasses
That
come
was
off.
probably really great on this podcast with only audio.
You know what?
You
They
can-
can visualize
you
as much
can-
as they want. It's a
you
fat
can-
man with a beard waving his hands.
you
about.
can. I mean,
Well, his glasses fall off.
if we do a death metal band, yeah, you can definitely do whatever the hell you want on a drum kit.
Yeah, it
because
doesn't
that's-
really matter.
Because like
No
I
one
can
can understand what the vocalist is saying,
Yeah.
so no one needs to understand what the drummer is doing.
just a fork in the.
Video with the blind kid.
See, like,
It's a fork in the garbage
it's
disposal.
not funny, and I always feel bad about laughing about that video.
No, it's not funny. It's fucking hilarious.
It's not though. It's a blind kid playing football, trying to like the message is everything is possible, but like it's just so funny, and
It's so ridiculous.
I feel bad for laughing because he's giving it his best.
I mean, at least
Yeah,
you feel
I mean-
bad.
I'm sorry to any blind people who are watching this. Wait,
Like-
how'd you find the
No!
video?
Why would you say watching, you prick?
God damn it.
Hey!
Maybe it's a podcast.
God damn it.
This reminds me of like my shitty Minecraft videos where I'm like talking to
I
my
never
imaginary friends.
Here are all your helmets
Or my
to fight the
imaginary
gods.
fans. I'm like, for anyone who's watching this, yeah, like anyone's actually watching this. It's sad.
I never actually watched them because I didn't want to change my view of you as a person.
Oh, I watched them all.
There was only one.
I watched every video on that channel, and it always sounded like you. I'm sorry.
Nah, that was my friend.
That was Nick.
Yeah, that was my friend Nick.
You could tell when it's Chase.
I really couldn't. I'm sorry.
I
How
used to
bad
have,
was your
like-
mic?
If you think this is very high pitched, I had a
Yeah,
up there voice.
it was-
It was before you hit puberty? Or just...
Still haven't.
Oh,
No,
man.
I'm kidding.
the way that he talks was the same. It's just higher pitched.
Yeah, he had the same kind of phrasing in his voice.
The reflection of puberty in my voice is like just like kind of tip tapping on a little.
I mean,
nail.
like,
slowly moving a little bit sometimes. But then sometimes they change their mind about where they want to place the nail, so they
Like-
pull it back out and just tap 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 something else.
That's when you get those cracks in your
my
voice.
the thing about my voice, I'm
Yep,
like, it's
pre-drill my
not
holes.
so scratching like a
That ain't
chalkboard.
no euphemism. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
like high, but it's not like
How would
really
you
low, so
pre-drill
I
the
don't really
holes?
care.
Like,
Don't
'cause
worry
people-
about it. Anus blood.
It's the least of my worries.
Did you say anus pudding?
Anus blood, but still, don't
Okay.
worry.
ew, anal fissure.
I am so sorry.
I'm
This,
not.
really strayed.
Pink sock.
Did it really though? It's a podcast. I don't
This
think you
started
can
out
stray.
as
We
New
started
Year's
out with
resolutions.
The
some
fun
video
part
games,
about
am I right? And now just pink socks.
yeah, the fun part about podcasts is it just goes where the conversation leads it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, you
So-
don't have
Like
to walk
a-
anywhere
like-
to follow.
Like an actual conversation.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation.
So, what's everyone's favorite race and class to play in D&D?
Oh, I was about to
Fire
say.
Ganassi Ranger.
Oh wow,
Batman
throwback to
so
that.
sure.
Honestly, I don't
What?
know. It would probably be something rogue.
Okay.
I'm so
Rogue's
sure.
fun. I don't know someone who just doesn't like playing Rogue.
I have not played a rogue yet.
Rogue is fun.
Neither of us.
I when I first started playing Pathfinder, I always played Rogue, but that was when there's only 4 classes to choose from, and they're all pre-made.
Yeah.
But it was still really fun.
For me,
Let's see
it's
what
just
classes they
fun
have
to
in
be
here.
stealthy. Like,
Yeah,
it's fun to get like quick kills because then you just feel cool.
because you can sneak up on Klarg.
And that's why I never get people who play like
no
fighter
one sneaks up on
or
you.
'Cause you
people
don't
who
do- you
just
don't-
play standard roles because they're like, what's the fun of it? You're not doing anything.
I understand Barbarian though, because then
Yeah.
you're like, you're
Barbarian's
not part of
different.
society.
Yeah.
Alright,
You're-
hold on. Aaron was gonna say something. What were you
Let's-
gonna say? what your
I-
favorite race in your class was?
They're just half elf, sorcerer, and I'm just biased.
Because it was the first one that you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
because the
Human fighter.
character that I made for it
High
is
elf
just
wizard.
like a stable
Lightfoot
character,
halfling
so...
rogue.
It'll change if you
Dwarf
do another
cleric.
class.
Human fighter.
Probably, because then you'll figure out, like, there's all these things I can do?
See, the
'Cause
thing
I-
about races is
It's racist, man.
most
all
of
really
the
You gotta be
subjective
careful
to
about
the
what
way
you're
you
saying
play.
here.
no, I mean like D&D races.
Oh yeah, because
Most of like the
They're tied-
actual ones are pretty boring.
and
Yeah,
they're-
it's
In
when
my
you get into,
opinion,
like,
there's
the
nothing
homebrew
interesting.
ones.
It's when you start looking into homebrew races, there's like tons, and they're all-
Myconids, grung, stuff like that.
yeah, like who would just which would you rather play as? Just random like a dwarf, an elf, or a mushroom dude? Like a mushroom dude sounds fun.
I still need to figure out what the name
I've
of that
always
game
been-
is where you play as the mushroom dude.
I've always been biased towards elves.
Play as the mushroom dude.
Yeah, you play as a mushroom and you like fight other evil mushrooms in a giant mushroom.
Moving on, I've always been biased towards elves. I don't know. I like
Racist.
elves. Always. You can call it racist. I'm just
mean, like,
biased towards
no.
elves.
I've never
Elf
been
sympathizer.
attracted to playing orcs, but I've never disliked them. So I'm like, I'll give it a shot. But like,
Are you enjoying it?
I mean, I don't dislike it.
Well, you're not playing the stereotypical orc as well. You're playing
Yes.
more of a
Yeah, because that's
civilized
that's
orc.
what I was thinking. I was like, well, most orcs are like bloodthirsty killers, right? And I'm like, maybe that's why I don't like orcs. So I'm gonna spin it, and he's gonna be civilized. He's gonna be kind. You know, he's gonna always be willing to help. He's gonna be I don't know.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be a good Samaritan,
Yeah.
and just like the model of a good citizen.
Same thing with kind of Goliaths, but on a lesser sense, I guess, because they're usually a bit more civilized. But still, they're usually barbaric, big creatures.
I'd like to point out how interested Emily is right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's
We
talk about
went-
baking.
We went from like keeping someone out of the conversation to keeping another person out of the conversation. So I feel really bad.
She's fine.
I'm tired.
We're all tired.
It's like nearly. Thank you.
Well, that-
So much.
I don't
Chug a
sleep
2-liter.
except when I do sleep.
I would rather not. I
That's
like
gonna be my new way of going. Say, go fuck yourself. Chug a 2-liter.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever comes in 2 liters, I guess.
A 2-liter of water.
Yeah, I like
That sounds
alternative
really
music
good.
because alternative music, it's weird because it's just kind of like whatever's different.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a
That's
like you know what to think of when you think of oh that's a rock song, oh that's a country song. When you think of it's all over the place, so you can't really confine it to like a sound. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
I get what you mean.
you can,
It's standard
but
basic
some of
style.
it's like it's out there.
It's not
Whenever I
her.
hear alt music,
unheard
I
of.
legitimately just think of emo teenage girl, and it just kind of turns out.
I don't think I call that all.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
like-
agree with that. It's,
Yeah, no, that's like I don't
I
know.
guess
how-
that's more.
that's
like,
more alt pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking alt rock.
Like Muse. and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Muse,
Yeah.
Weezer, stuff like that.
Rage
The good
Against the
ones?
Machine.
Cage the Elephant.
Can't win them all.
Okay.
Seriously, what you just said made me think of the one line from Dave Sex Bang that's the most memorable. What happened to rock? It became alternative.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, a majority of the music I listen to is just alt rock.
Yeah.
And then Beatles.
Yeah,
And They Might Be Giants.
They Might Be Giants is pretty. It's like
They're not
alt-ish.
They're not alt.
Altish.
They are not alt.
I don't know. What
Bro,
would
activate
you
your
consider
alt.
them then?
I would consider them more of like a comedy music. Because a lot of their songs are supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Worm or...
Hold on, let me see what the iTunes Music Store considers them.
Let's listen to Apple on this situation.
Yeah, no, they released the iPhone 10.
and they put
Excuse
you.
me, isn't it the iPhone X?
Fuck whatever that someone calls it. It's
And
the
they put
iPhone
the
X.
YouTube
It's an
album, the
it's an
YouTube album in every
$1,000.
iPhone bought, and it's. Ugh.
It was, yeah, that was really annoying. I was
I don't
wondering where it came from because I'd never heard of that band.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
Did you hear that?
There you
What
go.
I didn't say was.
It didn't.
Did you guys hear that?
They say indie rock,
in-
which
in-
I
yeah.
would agree with that.
Yeah.
For me, indie rock's just kind of like
But they also say children's music,
The
which I
cooler-
don't entirely agree with that because they have that
indie rock's
Mesopotamia
like
song.
a cooler cousin of like alt.
Yeah, it's like the cool one.
It's the cool cousin. Like I don't know. I have a cool cousin. I don't have a cool uncle, so I can't.
I have a
really
cool
relate.
Isn't some Asian woman trying to sue Apple right now because she bought an iPhone 10 and the face unlock feature worked with her friend instead of her? I'm pretty
Wow,
sure
dude,
Sorry,
that's
what?
pretty
that
racist.
definitely happened. I don't know if she's suing them over it, but like an Asian woman used an iPhone 10 with their feature that it unlocks with your face, and it unlocked for her friend instead of her face.
Maybe her friend was snooping around her phone.
Well, no,
That's
because
fun.
her friend didn't set it up. She set it up, but when she went to do it with her face to like see if it would work for her friend, it worked for her friend. So they're suing Apple, I believe.
Citation needed.
See, if you want to know what my cool cousin's like, he's like me, but older.
Where did that come from?
Cause I was talking about my.
You
Yeah,
mentioned-
we
cousin.
were talking about it. Like
He-
indie
yeah,
rock, alt rock
he's
is a
cool.
cousin.
He's me, but older, and he's gonna be a business major instead of a law major.
Are you gonna be a law major?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a law major.
Are you gonna be Phoenix Wright?
It's funny because you're short.
Attorney in large.
The first, the first ever non-Jewish attorney.
Is Mike Moore's Jewish?
I don't know,
Close
man.
enough.
Why are you gonna be defense
But,
or
like-
The
prosecution?
guy from Miracle on 34th Street was not Jewish, he was Christian, thank you. God.
Close enough. All religions are the same
No,
to
okay.
an atheist.
We
Okay,
do want
let's-
people to listen to this, but not for the wrong reasons here, Chase.
Let's not get into shit like that.
Let's leave it at that.
Alright.
Let's no religion, no politics.
No
Yeah.
religion. or
No.
politics.
We're just here to have fun.
Donald Trump is okay.
Oh, I mean,
No.
Donald Trump is a president.
there you go.
That's
Thank you. That
Of
is our
business.
official statement.
America's gonna come out
politics.
one day. Just a prank, bro. Just a prank.
no. That's
America-
what everyone's dream is.
Is
America.
a country.
We apologize.
It has
Flaws,
flaws
issues,
A lot of flaws.
and
daddy issues.
non-flaws.
We want England back.
I will let you figure out how many of each.
Well, wasn't there like
Thank
some
you.
guy when America, like a few days after America was formed,
Chase for
something
president.
really bad happened, and some guy called England like, "Take us back, please. We don't know what we're doing." And they're like, "I don't really want to deal with that. You made a mess."
They didn't have phones back then, so I wouldn't expect
Well,
them
no,
to
he
call.
sounded he sounded like a pigeon
Paraphrasing.
messenger.
All the way across the
It was a
Atlantic.
big pigeon.
That's
That
called
doesn't-
an eagle.
I don't think that works like that.
And I just
Oh,
offended
no.
all the Americans in the room.
Oh, you mean all of us?
Oh man.
We're all Americans.
All the
Oh my god,
Americans
I'm
in the
right.
room.
I'm an American.
No, you're Asian.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I'm 2% Asian.
I am 3%
We
black.
are in-
I'm not racist.
What?
It's
We
like
are
-3, so
Yeah.
obviously it's Canada.
I took a DNA test and I'm like 98% white and 2% Asian. And I'm like, it counts.
Does that mean
I'll
that you
take
can't
it.
have Asian
A
friends?
DNA test for my family would be like, what the fuck am I dealing with?
No,
Who the
legit,
fuck
I
took
come from like
crabs?
3 places. I'm like 40% Irish, like 30% Eastern European, and like 29 or 28% like Western European,
I think
and
I-
then just 2% Asian.
Like,
I think
okay,
I have like
okay, gang, this.
one total thing that's over.
I didn't even
When it comes
think
to
about
that.
that.
Wait, what?
What?
Genghis Khan.
It's a two-
Oh yeah.
Genghis Khan's at 2%.
So wait, does that mean that everyone is 2%?
No.
We're
Two percent.
2% like milk.
Yeah.
No, my family's not. We are not Asian.
Most of
We
us
We take
are
our
all
shoes
white
off,
now.
but that's more just
I
in the
didn't even
carpets.
think about that. That actually makes sense.
Good old Genghis.
Good old Genghis.
Changus.
It's like my favorite thing when Noah will
Bingus.
follow people around, touch their knee, and be like, "You're pregnant."
Zeus.
Good old Genghis Khan.
Good old Angus Khan.
Okay, so like, what were Greek writers thinking? Because like, they think of some dumb shit.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
they really do.
Odysseus survives. Come back next episode where he'll survive again because we are shit at making a TV show.
So
Beowulf's fucking good.
Like,
I'm sorry.
hold on.
But the whole naked fighting scene
So-
is really weird.
It's hilarious.
What if, let's say, Odysseus blinded Polyphemus, right? And he opens up the cave, and he's like, "Guys, I've been stabbed in the eye!" Instead of saying, "Nobody has blinded me." Like, a simple change of words would have screwed over his entire group, and he would have just been like, "Well, we're dead. It's nice knowing ya."
Nobody. Just like that's the number one thing that you think of when you're just like, who goes there? Nobody. No one's here.
And like, I don't know if this was part of the whole Odyssey, but in the movie, there was this guy who just played a pan flute, like, really obnoxiously loud. And he was my favorite character. And then
Those are just the flaws.
I missed a day, and he died off screen, and I'm like, what happened to him? And he's like, he's dead. I'm like, man. I had a sitcom
nothing
planned
left
with
in the
him,
movie for
where, like,
me now.
he and Aeolus, the wind god, bought lived in an
condo.
apartment building in the middle of New York.
So just
And
so
Seinfeld.
they had-
You basically made Seinfeld with Odysseus.
Hold on,
as
I
kid.
was finishing.
Was there a soup Nazi?
They had to raise a child together.
Oh, so it's like two and a
It's
half
two and a half
men!
Greeks.
Feld.
So it's just two Greeks.
Yeah,
It's
no,
Greek.
it's 2.5 because Aeolus is the wind god, so he's 1.5 Greeks, and then the child's just not a Greek.
The child is Roman.
The child's Italian.
Well, no, he's American because it's in New York.
Oh right. Well,
New
was he
York,
born in
New York.
Was he born in New York or was he born?
I assume
in
so.
Italy?
Was he born in Greece or was he born in New York?
Well, if he was born in America, he's probably born in Greece.
The pan flute player's actually, he's in the middle of a very vicious custody battle with his wife.
Is his wife the god?
His wife is his wife. Not everyone's a god, John. Don't read into it too much.
Well, that's probably why he's losing because he doesn't appreciate her as a god.
She's in a god.
Oh,
She's a goddess, no.
She's god ass.
So
Get it
God-
right.
did any of you read the Trojan War at all?
Yes.
You mean like
You mean
the
that
Iliad?
2% that
No,
the
like,
Trojan
no,
found themselves
no.
protect you from?
No, not like in the Iliad.
But
It's
the Iliad's cool.
like
That's
that.
who?
The Iliad was cool, okay? Like, I can't get most of the dumb stuff, in, like, the Odyssey, but that was a good plan on the Greeks' end. Like,
horse?
the horse?
Yeah.
The Trojan horse, because the Trojan horse wasn't something that could fall flat on their face, as
The
much
Iliad
as
is
Odysseus's
different.
other plans.
I
What?
think if I were the one planning that out, I would have made it a giant guy with like a sword.
Well, no,
So
because,
it was
like,
funny because it was a giant dude attacking your castle.
because
Well, like,
the
that could've
horse
really
was the,
backfired.
like, symbol of what is it, Troy? Yeah.
And guess who
So they
gave
were like,
that
oh,
idea to the
it's a peace offering. They made our dude.
Yeah, but what if they were like, well, we didn't make it and it was made by the enemy,
Though,
so we're
I
gonna
will
burn
say-
it,
No.
and they lit it on
Dumb
fire.
move on.
While they're all in it, it could have really backfired,
It could have,
but it didn't.
But you know what?
but
the
it's
Greeks-
smarter than
Greeks
just
did, right?
stabbing a guy in the eye and hoping for the best.
but you.
I will say, on
Just
Troy's
like,
end,
"Ah!"
it was really dumb
What's that?
that literally all of them got wasted, and no one was like, hey, maybe something's up. I think a few of us should stay sober. Like, those friends who have to drive the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
friends
yeah,
home.
yeah.
DD.
The sober drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys hear about like some guy like stumbled out to his car like super drunk and like fumbled with his keys to get in the car, and like he like started his car and like a cop like drove like right behind him and like got out and he was like looking at him and he was like, "Sir, I needed you to take a breathalyzer test," and he blew it and he got like 3 zeros, so he had like no alcohol in his system. And he's like, what? And he's like, I'm the designated decoy. And all his friends had driven away while the cop was watching him. That's like the most genius plan I've ever heard.
That's some shit.
Why
Man.
doesn't he just drive him home? That's a smarter plan.
But he probably had like 12 friends in like one minivan,
Then-
so he could only
then
take
cra-
9 of them.
You can fit 12
Cram
people
them.
in a minivan.
Yeah.
12 drunk people though.
Ask
That's a
the
lot.
Mexicans.
That's a lot of vomit.
Anything's
Knock them
possible.
out.
That's racist. that.
What did we say, John? No religion, no politics.
One politics is racism.
No religion, no
Politics
politics,
isn't
no racism.
racist.
Put that underneath the penis that you're gonna draw. That we're gonna put.
But-
No religion, no politics, no racism.
Going back to the Trojan War.
No religion.
That
No,
one
no,
Trojan
no
War-
politics.
Everyone who's trying to cross
just
the border,
racism.
just do the same thing that the Trojans did. Here,
No.
America, we give you a giant wooden flag.
No, just like
What
it's
did we
a
just
giant.
say, John?
No,
Make
it's not
America
racism,
great
it's
again.
ideas. I'm not saying
Statue.
crossing the Mexican.
No,
American
it's just
border.
like
It could
a
be the
wooden "Make
Canadian
America
American
Great
border.
Again" hat.
But you
Yeah.
said Mexicans.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I
And
said
Trump's
that
like,
before.
"This
You
is
did.
good.
You
I
didn't
like
say
this.
Mexican.
You
Let
did.
it through." Though
I have this part.
most immigration goes through air, so like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
the
from,
wall.
like,
Yeah, the wall is just
Cuba.
fucking useless.
Isn't it through Cuba? Or
I
am
think
wrong?
everyone can agree that a wall is not a good investment.
No. Terrible idea.
But going back to the
And
Trojan
yet-
War.
Yeah, going back to the Trojan War.
Achilles.
Achilles.
Oh.
Achilles was my man. Okay.
He had the ankles of a god.
But
No,
comparing
Those
Achilles to
are
he had the
Hector.
ankles of a mortal.
He had everything else.
Yeah,
but
he had
God.
ankles of a war. But comparing ankles to Hector. Comparing Achilles to Hector. Hector
I
is way
am
better.
Hector.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, where
of
he's like,
the Odyssey. I am Hector, hero of Troy. He looks like Skeletor from He-Man.
yeah.
Skeletor!
Wait, was the Odyssey the movie with the woman who like walked off into the water and the other woman standing behind her going, "No!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Odysseus' mother's just like, I can't take it anymore, and she just walks into the water.
And it switches back and forth like 3 times where she's slowly getting deeper in the water and then she's just gone.
Okay, so
Like, excuse me, people float.
the
Apparently
Odyssey
not.
movie
She dug her toes into the sand.
gets a lot of flack, but I will admit the final scene where he kills everyone is cool.
Actually,
Yeah,
It is
That is a
cool.
badass scene, I will admit, because he gets like his son in on the deal and it's
Yeah.
like a scene
Because
out
it's
of
just like, hey, if you're gonna kill anyone, now's the
What's
time,
the name of that game?
and he just stabs the guy.
I never got to finish that, so I never saw that scene.
It's
So
like
the
a
most
scene out of the
memorable
game
scene
from,
is where the
Army of
woman
Two.
walk in the water.
Yeah.
So back to the Trojans.
So wait, so
back
John,
to the Trojan.
do you have a Jenga tower for Dread?
I do not, but I will look in a second because
You
I think
tricked
I
me.
know where one is.
Good, because I want to play Dread.
I'm really tired.
I would like to mention.
Well, Adam, hi, tired. I'm bad.
I've never heard a dad joke before.
You know, I think
Gosh,
that's
Adam, why'd you have to
depressing.
say that?
tabletops would be good to play.
No, we weren't
on a
mentioning
podcast.
politics, Adam.
Yeah.
That's not a politic!
Well,
That's
Donald
Your
Trump's a
dad is a
dad.
politic.
We'll mix it up.
So
Not a politician. A
the movie
politic.
Troy, there was
Good
this.
movie.
Oh yeah, you're
Is
in
that the one about
mythology.
that
Yeah,
guy
I'm in
from High School
mythology.
Musical?
So
How is that class?
Oh,
I
it-
was thinking of taking it, and then I was like,
it's
and I
not
will take it
no
next year.
no. It's really not that bad. Miss
Yeah, Miss Mazaris is pretty chill.
Is great.
She used to
She's
give me
funny.
granola bars. 'Cause I was
Miss
hungry.
Mazaris let me make hot cocoa in her class.
Miss Mazaris and I were cool, and Miss Stute that always got on my nerves.
I didn't actually
I don't have her
have
'cause
her,
I
but I
have
had a conversation
accelerated.
with her. And I'm like, my handwriting's really bad, so can I type this? And she's like, why don't you just get better handwriting? And I'm like, at
Why
least
don't you
I
just-
try.
Why don't you just get a better attitude?
See, I write in
worries.
chicken scratch, but people somehow figure out what I'm writing. And when they don't, they give me a ton of shit for it, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Why do you hold your pencil like that?
I'm
Maybe if
s-
you hold it like this, you'll write better.
I'm sorry I was born
Don't
to be a
hit
doctor.
I am upset.
I'm sorry I was born to be a doctor with my handwriting.
You should have seen my friend Simon. Actually, if
Cowl?
No,
I wish.
I wish.
I
He's
think
my,
everyone wishes to be
we're
friends with
actually
Cowl.
we're actually besties. Me and Simon
Without
Cowell.
look,
I wish to be
Yeah,
a
my
super
friend
cool
Simon,
Aldo.
he would have actually joined marching band this year if he hadn't left for Canon. and he plays flute, but like that's not important because he sucks at flute. He's actually pretty good. That's a lie. But like, his handwriting used to just be like,
Runes.
incoherent. You could not coherent because that's sound.
Illegible.
Illegible. That's the word I was looking for.
So he's just
And it would be funny because no one could.
I would write in runes.
We'd just like stare at it, and then we'd all write what we thought we saw in it, and then like
And then choose
we'd
the
all
best
write
answer.
separate things.
Did anyone ever get it right?
Some people could like translate, but
Wow.
I
I can
couldn't.
translate Alex's handwriting. Luckily.
It's like it's like translating runes.
For me,
The people who
if you
have
stare
bad
at someone's
writing-
handwriting
bad
enough,
writing
you
are
get
the best
used
at
to it,
reading bad writing.
and you can start like decrypting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like reading that, which actually says by copper and steel.
John just showed me a stick of runes. It's like,
So the people with the worst handwriting are the best at reading bad handwriting, though.
yeah, because
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't read bad handwriting.
No?
I don't have terrible handwriting.
I have.
It's awful. It's not just terrible. It's awful.
Sometimes
I
I
choose
turn
not.
in illegible
I choose
papers,
not.
but
No,
I usually get
okay,
A's,
so
I just
like
get
I
A's.
could write well. I just choose to write fast.
I feel
Yeah,
like if
good-
I-
well, my brain works
'Cause,
faster
like-
than my hand can.
Yeah.
So,
So
it's
I'm like,
just,
I'll write
scribbles.
like this, and then it'll look like a bunch of squigglies. Like, hold on, let me take this pencil. Get some.
Yeah, let's get a
Paper.
visual in this
So like,
podcast.
More
Yeah.
visuals.
so like, oh, give me a word.
We're so
Quick
Beepus.
brown
Beepus.
fox jumped over the
Preposterous.
sleeping
So,
dog.
like, I'll just.
Quick fast jumped off.
Except, like,
Dog,
it
yeah.
Quick
looks
brown
really
fox
bad.
jumped over the
Well,
spicy dog.
So there's
But
the
if I
Beepus.
took my time, I could more like.
It's
no.
a sentence that contains every word of the alphabet.
Every
Letter of the alphabet.
Oh, what was the
I'm
other one?
sorry.
I think it's like
It's more
four boxing
refined.
wizards.
So yeah, if you're like, say you're taking your SAT.
See, because like I'm
Oh,
in a
God,
constant
this shit-
state of like
So,
writing fast. Because like
SAT.
John can attest in like
relaxed.
different classes. I'll get my work and I'll go straight to it,
Yeah, well,
and I
that's-
won't talk to people until I'm done working.
Yeah.
And if I do, I'll multitask. So John, I'll be having like a huge conversation with John, and I'll just be like scribbling.
That's
Is it just-
usually what I do. Is like just like lightning fast, get everything done, and then spend the rest of the hour.
Yeah, that's why I
watching
never have
Netflix on my
Algebra 2
phone.
homework.
Yeah, and Miss
Oh,
Florida walks
yeah,
over
that's
like,
what-
"Hey, John, why can't you be more
Every
like
day,
Chase?"
Miss Florida walks over. Hey, John, you should do your work.
It's
so funny.
Yeah,
Because then he's like,
Algebra
yeah,
two's
okay. And then he never does it.
Never
He just
do.
goes back to talking.
I pull out my
Yeah, me
fucking
too.
stylus.
At
on my
least you do
phone.
more than Zach.
Yeah, like I actually have a B in that class, and I'm
Yeah,
happy.
Zach has like negative points.
Alex passed that class by never turning in a piece of homework. So like most of his things went in there that were not graded because he never turned them in. But according to him, he would get a worse grade if he turned them in.
See, John, I never got to tell you this, but at conferences, Miss Filardo literally asked me, hey, you should help out John and like offer help. Because I think he's just not doing it because he's confused.
Oh no,
And
I
so I'm
understand
like-
everything.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
he's not confused. He just knows
Okay,
fucking
I guess I will. And I'm
I'm
like,
just
John
lazy.
knows what he's doing. I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Algebra 2 was a breeze.
Algebra
Yeah,
2 is
pretty much.
it's easy, but it's a lot to write down.
It's
If
a
that
lot of
makes
work.
sense.
It's just
Too many
It's,
so
notes,
it's
man.
not a lot of work, it's a lot of writing.
Yeah.
It's
Which
is
not,
work.
It's
Yeah.
not challenging. It's just time consuming.
It's
That's,
tedious.
that's my whole problem with
And
math.
tedious.
Like everything in pre-calculus is like 4 times easier purely because there's like 4 times
Oh,
less
just-
writing.
just-
I never passed the
just
second half
you
of algebra.
wait.
I just passed the first half, and then they're like, "Yeah, you can just do this later."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Cool, I'm
Just-
going to gym."
Just you wait.
Third elective, here I come.
Just you wait.
Oh, wait, do we
You're
not
gonna
have-
get to. You're gonna get to
No,
identities.
in
You're gonna shit yourself.
Oh,
When
well,
I get
last
to-
year
when
I
get
got
to
3
calculus,
electives
No,
because
trig.
I had a first hour.
Further into trig.
I'm in trig right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing like the.
Wait until you get to
stuff.
identities. You're gonna shit yourself.
You
It
I
runs-
hate my life.
It runs in
question.
my family.
I've never passed. It's so sad. You can literally just see my ribcage.
You can't see my ribcage. You can see Matako's.
You can't see freaking Will's ribcage over his bulging muscles.
Oh
all the
my
time.
god, he's so ripped. Okay.
He's a clam. Because he's so muscly.
He's ripped.
I want to punch you, kind of, a little bit.
But
That was really bad.
It was
But-
hilarious.
A clan.
but yeah, trigonomic identities. It's not.
Hey.
That sounds like a word you made up.
Well,
Good
no.
idea. We're on winter break. Let's not talk about schoolwork.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's like solving a puzzle, except it's really dumb.
I got a text from Haley the other day, and she was like, "How did you get this whole project done for world history?" And I'm like, "I did that last week." And she's like, "How?" And I'm like, "Well, it's politics, so 90% of it was bullshit that I just made up on the fly because I stopped caring and I wanted to get everything
You
done
see,
before break."
my thing,
And be out spreading
like-
false info.
Yep.
I work great under pressure,
Pressure.
but like too good. To the point where I like,
You start to scare yourself.
yeah, because literally I can finish a project the hour before. Or like in school. Like if I have a project due in second hour, I can finish it like in 20 minutes in first hour.
I just
And
bullshit
it
on my project.
still get like a perfect score on it. And I'm like, how did I do this? What?
Well, and
Yeah,
then
see,
like
that's
I was
you're
literally-
watching everyone else freak out, and you're like, "I got this."
I was literally last year I typed the last words of my English paper as I walked into my second hour. And I got a perfect score on it. And I'm like, okay.
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 They had a project in biology that required us to do like a book on something. I did it the morning of.
I don't even care about bio. Because
4.
Mr. Cooper's like, yeah, okay.
Well,
Like,
like,
Mr. Cooper's
once
pretty chill.
once a teacher's cool with you, then you can pretty much do whatever you want in like most high school classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except like Mr. Cooper won't let me go down to symphonic band. And I'm like, I want to go down. Because he's always like doing stuff, or we're always doing stuff till like the end, and I'm like, man,
Does he
can I
still,
go down?
like-
And he's like, well, we're doing this today, and I'm like, are we ever not doing this today?
Does he still do
Tomorrow.
that thing where he'll not give you the study guide till the day before the test?
Oh god.
And like half of the stuff is stuff that you would
I don't
never
think
taught.
usually we have study guides.
We always
Good old
got the
times.
study guide the day before the test, and more than half of what was on there was stuff that he never taught but was in the reading. But since it was an accelerated class, no one ever did the reading because everyone understood what he was
I'm
talking
in Excel
about.
bio. It's pretty fun. He has a new curriculum though.
Does he?
Yeah, it's more like, I don't know how to explain it. It's
The next generation stuff,
yeah.
where it's like
Next
all like
gen
you
science
figure it
standards.
out. What is the point of school when we're just gonna sit here and tell you everything and you're gonna memorize it? That's what
So
school
we
has
just
been
do a
the
bunch of
entire
like
time.
interactive, like simulations.
Oh.
Yeah, like
So-
more,
We had
like
to
more lab.
dissect fetal pigs, and it was
Oh.
gross.
Oh, I remember that.
I love. I
I
love
did the
that.
bookwork for that, and then I spent the
Yeah.
rest of the time in the hallway while Erin did everything.
Yeah, I didn't mind the dissections,
Fetal pigs
but
are gross, but I took photos of all of them. If you guys want to see.
I
I
know.
had
No,
to
I
dissect
started seeing
everything
it
because I was in a
once,
group with
once.
2 vegetarians.
Don't look at me. I wasn't in your group.
No. I was 2 vegetarian skinny females that were just saying like, "Oh, you're cutting open a frog. Oh."
I made Erin.
Probably.
Bitch, fucking
Probably.
caught
I mean,
the
like,
worm. See what
like-
happens. Ooh.
Probably.
Oh, hey, look! It's all shit.
Yeah. It's a fucking
If
worm.
she breathes, she's a
A
thought.
thought.
I mean, like I had gloves on and I
See,
can't
like,
smell the
I get-
stench
I
anyway,
get-
so
I'm-
I was totally fine with it.
The fish was the
I'm
worst.
surprisingly
We weren't allowed
like
to do
good
fish because our
friends
teacher
with
was allergic
most
to it.
guys who are like
We
what I
did-
like to
we
call
did
thought
the fish.
kings.
I would have gladly done the
Like
fish, and I would
the
have
guys
asked if I
that
could
all
take
the
it home
thoughts are like,
and
Oh,
fucking throw that shit
yeah.
I want you
Because I'm a carnivore.
full
Here we
service,
are.
just like Susan.
You know what was the best? The frog.
The frog, because the skin
And so,
tore
like-
like paper.
I
You
feel
wanna know what
I
I
don't
got?
feel their pain,
What?
but I'm
I
like,
cut open the frog.
I respect
if
you,
don't wanna
so I
look
like
at it,
messing
you don't have
with
to fight.
Can you
like
take a
thoughts.
picture or what?
No.
Like I have this friend named
I cut open
Justin.
the
I don't know
frog.
if I've ever told you about him. His
Those,
name's
like,
Justin with the nice
little
hair.
black
Yeah, I've heard about
sacs.
him.
And
And that's
whenever like a thought will approach him, I'll be like,
I raise your
"Be
hand,
gone,
she goes,
thought!
"Mr. Cooper,
You've
what is
activated
this?"
my
He's
trap
like,
card, and I warped
"Well,
you to the
you just
thought
cut up with a
zone."
pregnant frog. And that was the coolest shit.
Yeah.
And then they usually give me
my
weird looks and
frog,
walk away.
its stomach
But it
was
works.
Like weird. So I had to push it over with like a scalpel.
It's like, that's not what you're supposed
It
to
works.
Oh, you're out of place.
And then I'll like,
Do they
I'll
go
say
Reassemble
things
the
really
organs.
loud to my friend.
It was
I'll be
like a
we
crappy
need to start
version of
fourth
Operation.
right on these thoughts.
I would have loved it so we couldn't have a laser pointer above, and every time I fucked up, they could just like.
Just do it.
Hey.
Fourth right on these thoughts. Oh yeah, you missed a lot.
Don't worry, we were off on our own.
All you needed to hear was we need to start a fourth Reich on these thoughts.
And I'm gonna send you to the thought
I'm
zone.
gonna send you to the thought zone.
Is that like the Twilight Zone?
No.
Cause like I have a lot of friends that are like thought magnets.
Or Thoughtimus Prime?
No,
Thoughticus?
Thoughtimus primes are like
Abby.
mega thoughts.
Wait, can you define a thought magnet?
Okay, it's like dudes who are all the thoughts flock to, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Also known as thought kings.
Oh, so kind of like a pimp.
Shag.
yeah, but
Sort of.
yeah, but no, a pimp's like digging it, kind of. Like thought kings, most of the time they're not like they're like ew. Shoo.
Shoot.
So like
Peasant.
I understand that they have no interest. So like I'll walk with them and then I'll do stuff just to mess with people trying to like talk to them or because like one of them, my friend Justin, he just went through a bad breakup. So like I was walking with him and there was a bunch of like girls trying to consult with him like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, blah. And I'm just like, be gone, thought. I banish you to the thought zone. And then they usually walk away, so it works.
See
It's
your prank next year. We need to
mutual-
get a bunch of like painter's tape and write Thought Zone on it and tape like squares in certain places. Just so Chase can walk around going, I banish thy to the Thought Zone. And just point at one of them.
Or just make like a little sticker and put it on you, and it's like no thoughts allowed.
Fucking thoughts, man. I don't know why I said frickin'. This isn't a Minecraft server.
Get out of my Christian server.
You activated my trap card. I banish you to the thought zone.
Oh, you,
But
the
yeah,
worst
and then I'll be
anime.
really loud, like talking to my friends. When there's thoughts around, I'll be like, we need to start a fourth Reich on these thoughts.
I just love being like loud. It's to the point where it makes people
I
uncomfortable.
love being a dick to people who just like it sounds mean, but it feels so right when people like have it coming, and then you're just like,
I'm gonna
I mean,
deliver it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
when
kind of like
people
when you're
have it
driving a
coming.
car and someone's riding your ass and you just kind of like turn off the car in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
That sounds really dangerous and probably something
No.
you
Like
shouldn't
you
do.
roll up to a light and they make sure they're right behind you where they can't turn and like get out of the lane.
Also,
and you
you
turn
just-
off your car and make it look like your
So
car
go-
was just fucked
So
up.
just go on a two-way, but like
Off to the side.
No. Just fucking put the car on, not on its side, but like perpendicular to the road,
No, like
and
if
then
they
just park and leave.
where you can't
Baby,
see
I'm
their
a
hood. I'm
driver.
saying
Yeah.
where like they're
So,
right on your ass. and
Baby
you can't see
Driver
your
is
hood.
such a good movie.
It's so
Honestly,
good.
The soundtrack is
It's
outstanding.
I fucking
is
love this. My
so
favorite song is the
satisfying.
first song. What is it? Bell Bottoms?
God.
Brighton
Fucking
Rock was a
fantastic.
good,
Brighton Rock is good, but Bell Bottoms.
cause like
Hocus Pocus.
Sheer Heart Attack is
Just the
a
whole
great
movie.
It's a
album,
whole fucking movie.
and
man.
It's a
like
good movie.
Brighton Rock
It's-
is
it's
very
so-
underrated,
it's so
and I'm like,
satisfying.
yes, someone
the
likes
music
Brighton
here
Rock.
was
So Zach walked up to me last year, and he was like, "Hey,
What's Zach?
Zach,
Mm.
Zach, that we all know right now.
Okay, Maddie B.
Not Kim. Yeah,
Maddie
Maddie
B.
B.
raps.
Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Yeah.
From Christmas Story.
Daddy's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
kill
yeah.
Ralphie.
He came up to me last year and said, "Hey, can you name more than 3 Queen songs?" And I listed off like 8. because those were just the ones that
Yeah,
came to
see,
mind.
no,
Why
it
would that be a
annoys me
question?
when people are like, yeah, I like Queen, and then they only listen to, like, Bohemian Rhapsody.
And
I'm like,
We Are the Champions.
yeah, like, there's the basic Queen songs that everyone knows,
And then there's the good ones.
and then there's Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the song that everyone knows and likes to make, that's when people start to consider themselves Queen fans, and I'm like, okay, no. You have to at least listen to Killer Queen, which Killer Queen's the next step, because it's still, like, kinda
It's well known.
mainstream. It's well known, but it's not as well known.
Yeah.
It's
and then
more
you got, like,
clean.
Sheer Heart Attack, and then you get into the real stuff, like Brighton Rock.
Queen is such a good band, but he was like, after I named off those songs, he was like, oh, I was about to say how, like, overrated Queen was, but you're the wrong person to talk about that with. And they walked away.
Queen's not
No.
overrated.
Nirvana.
Parts of Queen are overrated.
Yeah,
This-
Bohemian Rhapsody, I will say, is overrated. Good
Nirvana
song.
is definitely overrated.
Yes.
We Will
I was
Rock
about
You
to
is
say.
absolutely
Yeah, come.
They've got some good songs, but, like, most of
Nope.
it's trash.
Yep.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Smells like
teen
trash.
shit.
But
You can't understand a fucking word Kurt Cobain is saying. It's like, I will look up.
wanna kill
Like, I will look up-
myself tonight.
What has more brains than Kurt Cobain? The wall
Anyone.
behind it.
I mean, have
alright,
have you listened
Well,
to
we just
Bleed
lost
Out,
all our viewers.
Smells
that's
Like
fucked
Nirvana?
up.
That's
Okay, edit that one
exactly what Now I'm screaming. That's it. That's fucking it.
Yeah.
The one that got me was
It's
when
my
someone walked
favorite.
up and said, "Oh, the Rolling Stones are overrated." Yeah, that aggravated me.
No, because no one knows. Like, people know of the Rolling Stones, but no one knows Rolling Stones music.
No one can tell me who wrote "Sympathy for the Devil" except for like you.
Yeah.
I only know of Get Off of My Cloud and Give Me Shelter.
See, like, yeah,
and
people know.
Satisfaction.
People know, like,
Okay, no more than I think, I guess.
the Rolling Stones, but they don't really know the music.
Yeah,
They can tell, like, oh yeah, I know the Rolling Stones, but they can't really name off anything from it. So it's kind of a thing of, like, no, they're a part of pop culture, but they're not overrated.
Mick Jagger on his own is part of pop culture.
Yeah, Mick Jagger's the bomb. He's cool.
So yeah, here's my
But he's
thing
like-
about shit like that. Okay, you can finish.
Not
this.
at the same time. That makes sense.
Okay, so here's my philosophy on judging music. If you're gonna fucking tell someone that it's like overrated and stupid, you should probably check yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen to the goddamn music first
if
before you
you're
can say
saying
shit like
that something's overrated just because you don't like it,
Yeah.
then, like, no,
Yeah.
you just don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm okay.
So One Direction, am I
What-
right?
Yeah, so when I said that Nirvana
I
was
listened to them before I
overrated,
judged them.
Hmm.
you know, they are overrated.
Yeah,
It's
they're-
all right.
There
I don't-
are such things
It's like-
as good boy bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
I would say is a good boy band.
In sync.
Yeah.
You
Backstreet
count
Boys
Full
is
Boy?
are actually,
Full Boy
like,
is not
pretty
one.
catchy at
Would
times.
you-
Yeah. Oh
Would
yeah.
you count? Would you count
No.
Fall Out
I
Boy?
like parody, like,
Dude, would
boy
you
bands
count
because
Fall
they're
Out Boy as
actually
a boy
usually
band?
pretty
Yes.
good.
Okay.
You know the
Well,
one
then
from
Fall.
American
Fall Out
Dad?
Boy, that's
Like, that's actually a good song, and I'll listen to it sometimes.
I have Fall Out
Like,
Boy on my phone.
the song from
Yeah,
American
I
Dad,
do too.
where they made a boy band.
USA.
Oh no, the boy band.
Yeah,
one.
the boy band,
Oh.
Boys 12.
Yeah.
Good morning, USA. I have a
Feeling it's gonna be a wonderful day. But, yeah, I feel like boy bands can actually be good.
Fall Out Boy.
That's not a boy.
It's a band of boys,
But not a boy band.
but it's not a boy band. Okay, it's like a half boy band.
Okay, yeah. But yeah.
Cause yeah,
It's
there's like
kind
there's
Punk,
a
pop,
genre.
rock.
There's
What
yeah,
defines a
all
boy
of
band?
like
Duran
punk
Duran
music
is, a boy band.
is usually just
Punk pop.
yeah,
or
punk
rock.
pop is just like edgy boy bands.
Yeah. Panic.
Panic
Fall Boy.
is it's boy band
Wait.
basically.
Almost.
Green Day.
Yeah.
Green Day's like yeah, these are like
Green-
half boy bands, except Panic's a
I
little
guess-
more.
Yeah, yeah, I
I-
agree
I
with
guess-
that. But
I guess boy bands entail the
I mean like
fans of
no,
the
Green Day
band.
has great music, but like I guess the way I consider boy bands are like ones that, like, I guess tween girls ogle over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
So like, that's my classification.
Alright.
So it applies to most punk pop, because that's what edgy tween girls listen to.
Yeah.
What about Fall Out Boy?
Not thoughts. There's
No.
thoughts and
I know.
there's edgy tween girls. There's different.
Scene girls.
Propane and other propane accessories.
Propane.
What did you say?
Back to
She don't
Nirvana.
like, she don't like, she don't like.
I actually listened.
Propane.
I actually listened to some Nirvana. Well, no, well, not on purpose. My stepbrother was listening to it.
Not on
Well,
purpose.
not on purpose.
I didn't choose to listen to Nirvana at the
Guys,
time.
don't judge me. I don't actually listen to their music.
But it wasn't. I wasn't like. Okay, it was all right. It was just all right. It wasn't.
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
It wasn't
Yeah,
like
yeah, see-
great. It was like. Was it like whoa?
It's
it was
not
just.
revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's just like okay.
It's just kind
And
of like
If you actually like,
90s.
Kurt Cobain's an asshole. If like you actually like hear stuff he talks about, he's
Yeah.
an asshole. Same with John Lennon. Like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can-
Lennon was an asshole.
I don't get people who are like, oh yeah, I love John Lennon. Like, no, John Lennon was an asshole. Jesus.
All right, hold on. I wanna punch in for a second. While we were on the subject of boy bands, I had a song pop into my head that I couldn't place as the worst boy band song ever. Facebook Official by Heart to Heart.
Yes,
It's
terrible.
so bad, but I love listening to it because it's so bad.
It's like
Can't play
Man's
it, no,
Not
'cause
Hot.
copyright.
it's no, we
Man's
can't play
Not
it on
Hot.
here, but I'll
We
play
can-
it
we
after.
can-
bad,
we
but it's
can
funny
play it
'cause it's
now
bad.
And then
'Cause it's
edit
supposed
this
to be.
part out
Yeah.
later.
Well,
We'll play it later.
Because
No,
it's,
that's
it's
play
like
it later and make it easier.
Yeah,
That's
less
true.
editing
it's
is more
mocking
work.
that genre of
Let's work
music
for us.
that's just like animal noises.
Yeah.
It's like "Brah, keek, keek, keek."
Royalty free sounds.
Yeah, because he just had the whole. There's just one whole verse.
Yeah.
Where it's just onomatopoeia, and I love it so much.
Oh, Big Shack.
Yeah,
Big
man's
Shack,
not-
man's not hot.
I hate it so much.
I love.
No, it's something that's you can just like you gotta accept that it's terrible,
That's
but that's the point.
Yeah.
The point is that it is
Knowing Big
terrible.
Shack's comedy, I don't like it. I love Big Shack's comedy. I love his comedy. He's funny.
Wait, you just completely.
But you just
did-
said
he
But
did.
I don't
Did
like that he
complete
made that
180.
song.
Like I hate this thing, but I love. Wait, hold on.
Knowing
I love
that
this
it's
thing.
comedy, I love his comedy, but I hate this comedy.
No, that comedy of the song. I don't like when he did it like that. But I love his like normal comedy bits.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Your opinion's stupid. No, I was gonna.
Your opinion's
Just
stupid,
kidding.
and I hate it because this is the internet.
Oh, I've been on the internet too long.
Wait, oh my god, guys, we're on the internet. Our opinions matter now.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh my God.
One out
Oh
of
my
five
god!
things.
I vote for I'd
This
vote
is
for
gonna
Cookie
get
Monster
demonetized.
2018.
Bro,
This is-
once we post this shit, it's just gonna that's if we do have the
It's just
the
gonna get
ability to get
demonetized.
monetized or to get money off of this.
This is gonna get demonetized immediately.
Like as
we
soon
gotta,
as it
like-
pops up.
Yeah. Oh, nope, not dealing with that
We
shit.
gotta all become successful Viners, even though Vine is dead.
What about
And
Yeah.
then
They're
we'll
coming out
never
with a
get
Vine, too.
demonetized.
Yeah.
Did I hear something
They're-
about Jake Paul?
Did someone say Jake Paul, aka Views?
Face!
Jake Paul. There we go. We got views.
Yeah, okay, put it in the title. Put it in the title.
Clickbait the shit out of this. We'll make millions.
Jake Paul rant, but we only say Jake Paul in the last 30 seconds.
And
Oh
then
my
we
god,
never
I'm
rant
sorry.
after it.
No, it's because of us.
Just the last sentence.
Nintendo
of
will
my
sue
last
us.
Did someone
Also,
say
Jake Paul fucking sucks.
PewDiePie?
Oh, what about the Jews?
You got.
No,
you know-
excuse me. We just said no religion, no politics.
But he said PewDiePie.
What
That's
is
not related. So you know those videos where like it has all those tags on there, so it tries to get to like the
Yeah.
trending page. Yeah, I'm just gonna say them all
We just
right
put
now.
boobs in the
So
thumbnail?
NYE 2018, PewDiePie, Leafy is here.
Leafy, hold on.
I've
Leafy
already
hasn't been
shriveled.
popular for like a year and a half.
That's true.
Because
Good
everyone
reason.
jumped ship. Cause like it wasn't cool to like Leafy anymore.
Yeah.
Because
he's
everyone's
an
like, who's
asshole.
iDubbbz? And then as soon as like a content cop came out, everyone's like, yeah, no, I was watching iDubbbz the entire time. Fuck Leafy.
I actually have been watching iDubbbz for a while.
Cause like I used to.
Because he's fucking weird, but
People always compare me to Leafy, like in looks.
well,
I'm so
his
sorry.
name's Calvin, and I like the name Calvin, and that
Your
scares
your
me.
chin's stronger than that.
Yeah, no. I've got an okay chin game, but like
Leafy
I'm
has
talking
no-
face wise. I can
see it.
agree that I kind of look like Leafy.
You're kind of like a small, less pathetic version of Leafy.
Somehow, yeah. You'd think, like, he's, since he's older, he'd be like I'd be more pathetic, but somehow
It's Leafy. There's
it's
no way
because
to be less
it's because
pathetic.
of the chin. I'm telling you.
There's
yeah,
no
it's the
way to be
chin.
more pathetic than Leafy.
Yeah.
If you got a weak chin game, I'm so sorry.
It just looks sad.
Yeah.
So wait, what is
Actually, I
it
should
like?
anger.
We won't be monetized if we swear, but isn't it only swearing in like an aggressive manner?
Yeah.
Is it something like that? I don't
I don't
even
know,
the
if-
whole
if
No
thing.
hate
contra-
speech. No
Controversial.
nudity.
Controversial
We
topic.
literally no controversial topics.
ISIS. There we go. We got demonetized. How does it?
Sissy!
Net neutrality.
Yeah.
A shit
Hey,
pie!
let's talk about net neutrality.
More like net nut.
Okay, here's the thing about net neutrality. All right, it's not even gonna matter
And not to us, at least.
because guess what? Michigan's against net neutrality, so even if it passes, we're just gonna be like,
Yeah, it's not
nah,
gonna-
it doesn't apply.
It doesn't
and then
apply
they're
to
just
the
gonna be
state
like,
level.
This is the
I can't argue with that. No one can sneak up on.
No one's gonna
For
sneak up
net
on
neutrality?
Fago.
Chase, I think you mean we're for net neutrality, not against net
Yeah,
neutrality.
okay, we're for it.
Yeah.
We're
We're
against
against
the repealment.
repealing it.
Yeah.
Consider. Well.
No
Let's
one.
talk about cool
No
cat,
one
guys.
can sneak
Oh,
up
God.
on Klarg.
Oh my God. We just.
Klarg!
Wait. We just went into politics, but like Michigan's a Republican state. That's all.
It's a democratic state.
No, it's.
Like, we have a
Democratic.
Republican governor, though.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
we're a democratic
That's
state
cool,
that voted Republican.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
what
pretty
happened
much
to no
it.
politics?
Can we just cut this?
Oh! Puff the Magic Dragon!
I'm not
arrived.
voicing my opinion on anything. I'm just stating
It's
facts.
a thing.
Facts are opinion, though, so
want
I can't. I'm gonna stop.
I'm about to send you a text, Chase. Please do not say it.
Wait, hold on. So this whole no religion thing, I just would like to put up both a religion and politics statement. Screw Hitler.
I mean,
I can agree with that. I think I can agree with that.
Oh God, the Nazis are back.
You.
Oh no. Well.
Oh,
Okay.
well, we just started a hate war in
Ooh,
the comments.
all right.
I guess we're all living in the 1940s again.
All right.
I mean,
who's
no
gonna
one-
be
no
the
one
Nazi
gives-
sympathizer?
We're gonna
here?
go through a second Great Depression with Bitcoin.
No
I'm
one
telling
here-
you.
God, we are.
Everyone's
Oh,
gonna
no.
put their money in Bitcoin, and then it's just gonna crash.
Yeah,
and
no.
everyone's gonna be broke.
That's
I
why I'm
might
so
need my
glad my
Bitcoin.
mom doesn't know what
Because-
Bitcoin
No,
is.
my mom learned about Bitcoin today, and she just bought something
Excuse me,
Back.
wasn't it yesterday?
no, it was oh
No.
yeah, it was yesterday.
It was
Happy
last
New
year.
Year, guys!
Time doesn't
No,
matter.
you just dated the episode. Now they're gonna get mad.
We
Well,
never
we were talking
said
about
what
New Year's
year.
resolution. It was already dated from the start.
We never said what year. You
That's
brought
true.
up we can't bring up facts.
We're apparently.
Okay,
in
that would
2020
destroy
now.
us on Tumblr.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Guys, we're not gonna be heard of for this first episode anyway, because none of us are gonna go up to school and be like, "Yeah, we posted a podcast." the
I
other
fucking
day." Is anyone actually gonna listen
It's
to it?
true.
We're gonna get like 5 people.
It's like 3 hours
I don't
long by
think-
now, isn't it?
No,
How long
No.
have we
no,
been
because
recording this?
we
Less
already
than an
we
hour.
already have someone who
Really?
disagrees with us, just sitting at the table.
We do.
We do.
What? Are we
Nothing.
just
We
doing
can't say. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
I knew it.
that? I hope that was low enough so an audio couldn't pick it up.
Nope.
I hope not.
No,
I'll
make a
double-
censor noise.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Followed by the immense laughter.
All right, I think we should end it here.
So new topic.
Yeah, I think we should end
we're
it here.
done.
I think we're good
Happy
here.
New Year, people.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
Happy
Year.
Kwanzaa, Happy Halloween, Merry
2017.
Easter.
Thank
To
God.
a new shitty year.
Yeah.
Yay!
Huzzah!
If I had a cup,
I would fill it with cheese, but I like this glass.
Ew. All right, we're
hot cheese.
I think we're done.
all right. We're ending it.